It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. All that and more coming up next.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance, you can look at metrics, you can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off, and from there, it's anybody's game.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 9 yards back, but 3rd and 11 still to come.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down, here's Williams. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing is Lock. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 47. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Lock. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. This finds Everett complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 31. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams to throw on first. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. get down and don't take any extra contact.
On third down, here's Swift. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on fourth down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Tracy. And he's brought down after a short gain. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lock to throw it. Completed over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That quarterback clock, it is so important to playing the position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Bears football. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down, here's Swift. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going run again with Swift. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw by Williams. Has the connection to Odunze. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, Williams. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That one gains 7. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. He breaks the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throw on 3rd down. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Swift will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Again, it's going to be Swift. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bears take a second-quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Giants offense all set to get started. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. Connects with Slayton. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. A handoff to Tracy. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First down, and they go right back to it. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This is from 35 out on the left hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Gano ready to send this away. Scott now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Completed here to Komet. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running behind center with Swift. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
But looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, Williams. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a second quarter lead. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Bears and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears pushing for a score before the break. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. Allen there to haul it in. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Finds the in route complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The Bears decide to call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Bails out of the pocket quick. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants take over now late in this 1st half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Locke looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing is Lock. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Lock. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back now, pressure on its way. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. So we've hit halftime in Chicago. It's been a good one for the home crowd. The Bears out in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the man from USC, Caleb Williams, who put on a solid performance. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this 2nd half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half too as they chase this lead. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Lock to the air. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lock to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's Lock. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them, really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, there's such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's got him. That's Tracy. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
To throw, here's Locke. He's got Bellinger. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Hauled in left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Motioning the tight end now. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. This one misses the tight end, and it's 4th down.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws will find a drop at some point, too.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Gano ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw by Williams. Got Everett, and it's complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Williams. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. They'll run now with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Williams on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, here's Swift. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Carney's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Locked down. He finds Slayton. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running this with Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Gano ready to send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Williams. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Completed here to Komet. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They run the counter with Swift. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. And that's gonna be brought in, touchdown Chicago! The Bears put up even more points in a win. DJ Moore, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing his lock. Pass cut by Tracy. And this one doesn't go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 8. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They go play action on 1st. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They kick the running back in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
3rd and long for him here. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throwing deep for the end zone. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Swift. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running behind center with Swift. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled for a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now a give to Swift. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd down, here's Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Carney's kick is good, and that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you gotta wonder if they're gonna be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Locke to the air. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
2nd and 4. This finds Bellinger. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Locke to throw it. He's got him, that's Tracy. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. From the 46. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Locke. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. To throw, here's Locke. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Locke looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pickup of 2 here. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, ball at the 36. Lockdown. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Second and 3 now. From the 29. He finds Slayton. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Throwing it again here. Got it, man. Robinson has it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Has it down close. And that's a New York touchdown. Well, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Gano ready to send this away. Has it at the 11. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A handoff left for Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They run with Swift. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. So the Bears come away with a win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.